Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. This is Daniel from Fantasy Boom. Welcome to our video. Today is Sunday, the 13th. It is the first day of the NBA Conference Finals. So, for all you NBA fans out there, here we go. We're excited. We're looking forward to today. There's going to be games every other day until Friday, and then it once next Saturday comes, it goes back to every other day. So that being said, we're gonna go over a couple of things before we make picks and just talk about what we've witnessed up to this point from these teams. All right. So we got Cleveland, who in the first round beat Indiana, took them 7 games. LeBron was superhuman. The rest of the team didn't really do anything. And then last series they played in the second round. They played Toronto, and they absolutely devastated Toronto, swept them. Everyone played well on a Cleveland. All right, now here they are matched up with Boston. Then on the other side, you got Boston in the first round. They played Milwaukee. That series also went 7 games, and they had good games from pretty much everyone. Brown was out with injury. Rozier played well. Some of these guys played well. And then last series they played Philadelphia, and yeah, every single person on their team did well. So here they are playing. Boston has home court advantage, and there's a couple of keys here. Number one, who's going to guard LeBron James? Brad Stevens said that he's developing a game plan essentially where a scheme where he's going to be throwing different guys at LeBron. And my assumption means that would be Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, and Marcus Morris. I'm going to monitor his minutes, Jaylen Brown's minutes, because he is still coming off of that injury, so he's not playing full minutes yet. The second thing to keep an eye out for is the matchup with Terry Rozier. It's going to be George Hill and Terry Rozier going at each other. Who's going to win that matchup? The the advantage is going to go to Rozier because he's an athletic point guard, and the Cavs, no matter how good they've been playing, they struggle with athletic point guards. If you look at, Victor Oladipo, he was an athletic guard that got to them. I think Terry Rozier can do the same thing. And then lastly, the matchup between Kevin Love and Al Horford. Who's going to win that matchup? Love had been playing so bad, but he picked up his game in the last series. Going up against another big like Valanciunas. So those are a couple keys I think that's going to be important. So we'll jump right into it. We got LeBron James. He averaged 45 fantasy points at Boston this year, but as we already know, he's pretty much matchup proof at this point. However, I'm going to lean under because Brad Stevens is a genius, and I respect this guy and the schemes he comes up with. And they know that if they want a chance at beating Cleveland, they have to slow down LeBron. If any of the teams can do it, it's Boston. So I got LeBron under. Next, we got Kevin Love. Love averaged 16 fantasy points on the road at Boston this year, and I don't even have to say that's really bad. The thing to remember is that before this series versus Toronto, Love was playing so bad that it was insane. It really was. I don't want to lose sight of how he had played beforehand, but I'm not going to celebrate and say, "Oh, Kevin Love is back, take him over." I'm not going to forget who he was. So I'm going to take Love under, and I'm going to lean on the fact that he was so bad versus Boston this year, especially on the road versus Boston. I'm going to lean Kevin Love under 39.4 for this matchup. Al Horford. Horford averaged 30 FanDuel points at home versus Cleveland. When I use FanDuel points and fantasy points, I'll use them interchangeably. They mean the same thing. So Al Horford, he averaged 30 FanDuel points at home versus Cleveland this year. He would be matching up, like I said, with Kevin Love. He's on the court all the time. He's going to have his opportunities to get points. And this one's tough. My lean would be Al Horford over 36.9, but that would be my lean. I probably won't even play this one because it makes me nervous, but that's what my lean would be. Next, we got Marcus Smart. His number's only 26.4. He's averaging 27 FanDuel points at home versus Cleveland this year. So I like that. And another reason why I like Marcus Smart is because he's going to be on the court for 35 plus minutes tonight, and he's going to be one of the ones tasked with the responsibility of guarding LeBron James. Now, if you don't know the kind of player that Marcus Smart is, he's a pest, all right? He's a fucking fly. He's annoying. He's everywhere. And he manages to do a little bit of everything. He's a miniature Draymond Green, if that makes sense. He just doesn't kick people in the nuts, all right? So, that being said, I like this number for Marcus Smart, and I think he goes over tonight just because he's going to be doing so much in this matchup. I like him to go over this number tonight. You got Terry Rozier. This guy, his number is 35.2. He historically plays better at home as opposed to the road. And this year, check this out. Versus Cleveland this year, this was before he was a starter. He was still coming off the bench. He averaged 36 FanDuel points as a bench player at home versus Cleveland this year. That stat blew my mind. It blew my mind because what it tells me is that in limited minutes or in less minutes as a bench guy, he still was able to get to Cleveland. So now he's playing starters minutes. He's playing 35, 40 minutes a game. He doesn't have a backup. His backup is still injured, which, by the way, also means Marcus Smart is going to be playing some point guard duties. So that's also another reason why I like him. But Terry Rozier is going to have so many opportunities to do so much. He's an athletic guard, like I said before, so he rebounds really aggressively. You know, he averaged 8 rebounds versus Cleveland in those games during the regular season. So I like him to go over. George Hill is cool, but I don't think he can keep up with him for 42 minutes. So I like him to go over. Jason Tatum, his number is 30.6. He averaged 18 FanDuel points at home this season versus Cleveland. But the problem is here in the the playoffs, everyone's responsibility has been different than what it was during the season. Jason Tatum is on a 7-game streak of scoring 20 real points or more, and he's about to break the rookie record of 20-point streaks if he does it 2 more times. I like to think that the team knows that. But that being said, he doesn't do a whole lot of everything else besides scoring. But that being said, he's going to have a lot of opportunities to score fantasy points today. So I would lean Jason Tatum over 30.6. I would lean. I probably won't play it, but that's what I would lean. Jaylen Brown, he actually did really well. He did pretty well versus Cleveland this year. He averaged 25 FanDuel points at home versus Cleveland this season. He's still coming back from his injury, so they're bringing him along, but he's going to be one of the ones tasked with guarding LeBron James. He does a little bit more for his team in regards to, you know, rebounding and whatnot, but his number is fairly low. I would lean over as well for Jaylen Brown just because I know he's going to be guarding LeBron. I like taking guys to go over who are going to be guarding players like LeBron, who guards superstars, because it helps them come into other stats. So I would lean Jaylen Brown over. And then lastly, we got Kyle Korver. He averaged during the year 16 FanDuel points on the road at Boston. His total is 20 here. Boston is one of the best, they're the top 5 teams in the NBA closing out on three-pointers. And Kyle Korver, as we know, relies on three-pointers. I don't think he's going to get very many open looks. So I would lean, I'm actually going to go Kyle Korver under 19.9. And that's kind of where I'm going. If I had to make my picks today, which I'm going to do, here's the plays I'm going to make. Terry Rozier over, Korver under, Smart over, Love under, and LeBron under. These are the 5 that I would do. I just wanted to give you my opinions on all the plays. So that's what I got for today. This video was a little longer because I wanted to explain, you know, what was going on headed into today's matchup. If you do not have an account on Predict Picks, it's a much easier way to play. Instead of, you know, rostering 8 guys, you just pick 2, 3, or 4 guys to go over or under their number. That's it. If you don't have any kind of Predict Picks, it's easy to get one. You go here to predictpicks.com. Okay. They're still in private beta mode, as you can see here. So you need to go to I was invited by a friend. That's right. We're all friends. First name, last name, email, invite code is going to be 01283. Put your password twice. Got to be 18 to play. Sign up. Okay. And once you sign up, you get a free 3-player pick to win $25 on them. They give you a chance to win money right off the bat. So that being said, you would come here and pick your 3 guys. So let's say we did LeBron under, Kevin Love under, and Smart over. So those are the 3 we're going to do, right? You pick the 3. You come up here, hit go. You go LeBron under, Kevin Love under, Marcus Smart over. And then you come here, and it's going to say free in this amount space. It's going to say free. And then to win, it's not going to say NAN. It's actually going to say 25. So it'll say free here to win $25. And you have to have 3 guys in there for it to do that. And then hit go. And that places your bet. And then you just watch the fun. So that's what we've got. They've also got MLB and PGA, but obviously this video is NBA. That's what we got for today's video, guys. I apologize for the length of this, but I wanted to break down some of the matchups heading into this playoff series, because this is the first playoff series, the first game of the series for these 2 teams. So you have to watch and be careful because you don't know what to expect. All right, guys. Appreciate the time. You guys have a good day.